All right, how's it going tonight? Wait, that's not how we start. Hey everyone, welcome back to Bad Movie Night. My name's Chris.
AJ.
Mark.
And tonight we watched a surprising movie.
Yeah.
A surprising Italian movie. Did you know this was Italian?
I did not know it was Italian.
Okay.
Well, there were little hints at the beginning.
Like Sergio
being
in the credits.
Whoa, look at that miniature.
That's awesome.
Is this Italian?
I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of Italian names.
Sergio Borelli. Yeah, this might be Italian.
Yeah, this looks great.
Dude, this is
badass.
I'll play that fucking trumpet, son. Yes.
That's not what a trumpet sounds like.
Rank me home to New York. I digress. We watched 2019, The Fall of New York. It's like asbestos, though. Like, that's what that is. Like 12 people died making this stupid miniature, but totally worth it.
Director Sergio Martino.
That's what I thought.
Wait, what? Then this says directed by Martin Dolan.
Maybe that's his pro name or something. No, Sergio Martino. Oh man, he did Torso. Hands of Steel? He did this movie. He's right there.
Did he?
Yeah. That's what he's known for. Shit, we gotta see that.
I don't see
He's
Sergio.
right on the thing. Directed by Martin Dolman. That's his alias.
Oh.
So Martin Dolman is his American alias?
Yeah, that's his alias.
Okay.
For all those fucking racists out there, taking an Italian making a movie.
Man, that's...
All right.
You get off the boat, you gotta change your name, you know?
All right, so we just did a horrible intro.
Like I said.
Yeah.
It's true.
A nuclear holocaust. 20 years have passed.
Oh, wow.
The leader of the Euraks monarchy, the powerful Euro-Afro-Asian unity who cast the fate
Lots going on there.
claims to have won the conflict.
All right, so what is 2019, The Fall of New York about, Mark?
You know, I think if you wanted to find the script for 2019 Fall of New York, you would start with a cult classic by John Carpenter's Escape from New York.
It's like if you were in a high school class and John Carpenter was writing Escape from New York and a guy was like 2 seats over like...
Yes!
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's how you're a horse.
That's how you know horses.
My God, he seems so dangerous in real life. Seems so dangerous.
Giant horse.
Dude, he's gotta kill the thing.
Here they come.
Dude!
Oh, that was sweet.
My expectations were so low for this movie.
Yeah, we were just blown
I
away.
was blown away.
Don't kill me!
Oh, nice transition.
Fantastic transition.
Jesus Christ. Oh no. We're in the desert.
Oh no.
We're in the desert, guys.
Oh, thirsty
our hero.
wasteland.
Lorenzo Lamas.
Basically, they're going in to find this woman that supposedly is fertile, and they don't explain how they're going to find her.
This movie takes
Right?
place
Like,
in
what's that?
in the far-flung future of 2019.
Man, that is a long way off.
Long way off, where nuclear war has basically eradicated the human race. There are 2 factions vying in this. There is the Euro-African
USAC.
USAC, yeah, the Europe,
USAC.
the European African
Could there be even worse
Mansack.
names for these groups? Like, seriously?
Association, and then you have the smoldering embers of the American
Confederacy?
Confederacy or something like that.
Who fucking cares?
This looks fucking
And the
awesome.
spikes come.
It's a good shot.
This is like what they do down in the South every weekend.
It's a pretty complicated scene to film.
He got it.
Bubba got it.
He didn't look good at all.
He didn't look good at all.
Why was he in the car?
Well, I don't know.
What was he doing back there?
Dying.
I feel like that whole.
he died.
I feel like that whole sequence and stuff should just took place in New York City. Like,
Yeah, I don't
why
know
are we
why
out in the
they-
desert? Like, what?
I don't
What's the reason?
know.
Dude, that whole
This whole movie could take place.
That whole
in New York.
scene, and then he gets the winner's purse, and he gets that whore
Yeah, for no reason.
that he then.
Oh,
Thrown out,
she's just a lady.
but he does get the license to kill, which is important. Because they don't bring that
Does
back.
get the
wait,
license
slow
to
down,
kill,
slow
which
down.
he never needs to use because he
Slow down.
Bond.
doesn't
James
kill
Bond.
anyone throughout the film.
And right up night and day.
What? I didn't get any of that, did you?
I don't know. This is like some Willy Wonka bullshit. It's ambitious, but nonsensical.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just throw in these random things for no reason.
It didn't fit with the world.
And they put so much effort into them that you think it's more important to the story. And so in the end, when everything's coming together, it's like confusing. Guy's not doing so well. Must have been some sort of festival outside or something.
It's Burning Man the next day.
Oh fuck, he's a cyborg! Did you see that?
Yeah.
He knows the guy made him. Oh, you see that?
Request a meeting with Parsifal. Do you read? Over.
Who are you?
I'll explain later.
Then forget it. I don't have time to quarrel with anyone who won't identify
terrible.
himself.
You're too much, Master. And you're going to make great love.
What? I just felt like the scenes out in the desert and even in Alaska when we're like high adventure kind of Star Crash.
Sort of, you're right.
And then you
okay.
get to New York and it gets more gritty and violent and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was very different.
The Alaska scenes were definitely more high adventure feel.
Yeah. Alaska?
Oh, okay.
Oh, even Alaska was miniaturized. It's a shame. You could see the difference because our main character looked like a biker guy from a gritty post-apocalyptic
And
world.
he's thrown into Alaska.
And, yeah, when he was in this shitty version of Stanley Kubrick set from 2001, he did not look like he fit at all.
Yeah.
But why me?
You're the sexiest man we can find for the job.
Someone else to go and get this woman? What about your side?
Why'd they have to meet in Alaska?
They can do anything a man.
Why did they have to meet in Alaska?
All been eliminated. Anyway.
Seems like a wasted.
Yeah, I feel like
expense.
they flew a pretty far distance to just tell him to then fly him back to New York.
And on top of that,
If resources are really,
loyal,
you know,
especially
an
when it
issue.
came time for them to play rough.
Enough. You are the only man capable of carrying
It would have been
out
cool if
this
they brought him to
mission
Alaska and
successfully.
trained him in
In
Alaska.
exchange for what?
That would have been awesome.
There is an interplanetary rocket sitting on a subterranean launch pad somewhere in
Sweet
what was
Jesus
once
Christ.
the United States of America.
There's a lot going on in this thing.
If you
That was exactly the same scene from Escape from New York when Lee
When
Van Cleef is like,
there.
you need to go in
Even
and
the
save
conversation
the
was
president.
pretty much the same. I mean, this is Escape from New York.
all you'll take with you are your wits and these two gentlemen.
Oh man,
Oh,
yes, they
shit,
look
look at that
badass. Look at him. Oh, you know he's gonna get it right away.
This is Bronx. His mind is aware of the map of New York City, and he has an additional motive for hating the Euraks. They massacred his family and made him watch.
Oof.
That's Ratchet, the strongest man in the new Confederacy. And he'll help you in every possible way. Both men would die.
Oh,
to
look at his
save our
little,
country.
he's got a little
Man, this
balls.
is cool. They even have like little character
Any
traits
reserve
and
seats
stuff.
too?
But what they did in stealing it, they also put a little twist on it that I liked because they added more sci-fi elements with the
Cyborgs.
weapons and like the ridiculous things that you couldn't get away with in
The
a real
weapons
movie.
and the mutants and
And the violence was pretty decent. Some of those eye-popping scenes and stuff.
Let me
man.
tell you about a scene where a guy throws a sword out of a moving car and chops 7 guys' heads off. Oh, out the window, yes! Dude, that's what I'm saying. They put so much effort
Yeah.
into everything.
And
like,
look good. Look
shots
great.
were framed nicely.
Sets were good.
There was good looking
sets were
sets.
fantastic. The
New York
overall, just like people of New York and whatnot
Great.
were great.
It's a nail biter for sure. Nail biter. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet.
Man, this is great. I'm so happy this is actually pretty decent.
So good. So good.
I was not expecting it to be this good. This is
No.
great.
Cut all the fat and you just drill it down.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
That's
Yeah.
A comatose woman who is raped by an ape man is shot into space by Snake Plissken.
So what you have?
There you go.
Basically, what you have
That is the plot of this film.
you have it. This is what I'm saying. Like everything. Fine.
That is the synopsis.
So we have Mad Max influence, Escape from New York influence, Star Wars, whatever, sci-fi influence, and then you have Planet of the Apes, all mashed together.
Yeah, the Planet of the Apes is what really drug it down.
Yeah.
That's
that was tough.
that
But
really
that's-
just
that's what
threw
it is.
off from what was going on.
Oh man, this is like Planet of the Apes stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they eating?
They are like turning
They
into
are apes.
Weird.
hardcore.
Why?
I don't know.
How?
Begging for a man like me.
Okay, Ron Perlman.
It is Ron Perlman.
One of his early roles.
Well, I mean, you have your main guy, Parsifal, and then all of a sudden, he spies a young woman in the one scene.
Giari.
And she sees him, and immediately, they're in love.
He should be like, oh, they're in love.
Beautiful.
I mean,
Right?
wouldn't you
Love
be
at
loving?
first sight.
Wouldn't you be in love with someone that can like, slay rats?
I guess if she didn't have any big boils on her face.
As if this were the last day of our lives.
Her breath smells like dead rat. He smells like shit.
Yeah, well, he literally had turds on him. Seriously,
His hair looks so nice.
They did
Like New York freaks that she was
Part of the
part
rat people.
of. Yeah, the rat eating people. Like
The
she
rat
was
men.
a pretty good looking woman.
Do you fear the rats?
Yeah, it must be the rat gang.
This is the rat king.
Whoa!
Oh
Holy
my
shit!
God.
Where did they find that,
That guy
guy?
is terrifying looking.
It's like Big Trouble
Look
in
at
Little
him.
China reject.
Oh man.
Look, he's
Poor
just
rats.
fucking kicking rats.
Nice. Rat hunters. That's how you survive.
Is that Rob Zombie?
You know, I'll even say too, like even prior to that sequence, like the lead up was really good. Them coming in through like the
Sewer.
Ew.
Oh, he's like in his mouth! Not even, yeah, even prior to that, they're in the junkyard with the buses.
He's just like.
He's just
nerdy
whatever.
fuck.
He's gonna hide.
Pitch him in the ass. With your robot arm.
Oh yeah!
The lead up was fantastic, the game in New York, I thought. Like, that was really well done. Modern day Detroit, it's where they're filming.
They pull up right next to this fucker.
Like, on that note,
Oh shit! The problem with the Euraks is they're set up as the bad guy. You have the guy who looks like Vincent D'Onofrio from The Cell, right?
Yeah.
Okay? He's cool.
The Ursac commander.
he was cool.
You know, he gets his eyes jabbed out in an amazing scene, right?
Yeah, that was
no,
amazing.
fantastic.
I'll
Ridiculous.
tell you
Yeah.
why I came to New York.
Fuck your mother.
He needs something in his
Dig out
hands,
the eyes.
like a knife or
A
something.
worm like you.
Oh my god!
Which leads,
Fantastic Italian scene.
which then leads them introducing another bad guy who's this BDSM torturer lady, who's also
Yeah,
pretty badass.
dominatrix.
so a
Right.
true Italian woman.
Your hairy chest.
We don't have hairy
Yes.
chests anymore.
Do you like when I play with your
I don't believe we've met.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. This is what it's like when you're a good-looking man.
Yep.
Do you know me now?
Certainly not in the biblical sense.
You've been condemned to death.
Okay.
Yes.
She's badass.
She is badass.
And then they completely underutilize
Yeah,
her
they
character.
Petition for mercy.
Ooh. See, that's what we gotta do for all the terrorists, then we get all the information.
And then hot Italian
This
guy.
is like an advanced form of interrogation.
Yes, this is
here.
smart.
All right, this is really smart.
It is.
George Bush shouldn't have been waterboarding people. He should have been giving them, like,
hand jobs.
yeah.
Right?
Dick Cheney should have been given people hand jobs like a domino
They
bag.
don't do any good.
Why are you here?
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do.
And then later on in the movie, they bring back Vincent D'Onofrio
D'Onofrio.
and the BDSM lady, and in a scene that makes absolutely no fucking sense.
But you did promise to bring them to me before I saw the light of day again.
All that
For
surgery.
that?
Oh my god.
Really?
Oh yeah, fuck that lamp.
Now, I've all the time I need.
Okay.
Okay.
That was pointless.
All right. Yeah.
But it just felt like a lot of the characters ended up sacrificing themselves or doing
no
something
reason.
for no reason.
Like
Especially the little dwarf guy.
Yeah. He
Are
was
you
a
allowed to
great
say
kid.
that? Can you say dwarf? We need the stun gun, sir.
Oh, he's there.
a
Oh, the
small
little
guy.
man. They're gonna eat him later, though. I guarantee it.
Delicious.
His introduction was cool, but they make it a point where they get captured for the 80th time, and he's like, I'm not with them. I'm not with them.
Yeah.
But then 5 minutes later on in the movie, he gets captured again,
was
and they're
bad.
like, tell us where the good guys are. And he's like, you fucking fools. And he just kills
You
them.
bastards!
That was.
Well, stupid bastard!
What?
What?
Showed them.
What? Yeah, they're stupid bastards. You told them.
They didn't have to be apes. Like, I think it was enough that they were theater people, because that alone is kind of scary.
There's two major characteristics going on there
Theater people and apes.
that do not fit for some reason.
Now,
Drop it or he's dead!
I don't care about him, bitch. What? Oh my god!
oh, the circus is alive. I hope he
That was a
joins.
good transition because it made it look like he burst out of his stomach.
Oh, they're gonna have a
Are
circus
these the
gang
hairy
now?
people? What is this?
These are like the Siegfried and Roy.
Looks pretty badass.
So the 8 people definitely take the movie down quite a bit.
That was.
Like I totally
that was
lost
bad.
interest when they introduced that character.
Exactly.
I'm okay with the introduction of the ape people.
Really?
Yeah. What, like, the purpose of their introduction, though, in Big Ape being the only fertile male, like, alive,
He's stupid.
who then
And
has
how do you
to...
know he's fertile?
But she's dead. No, she's in hibernation, that's all. She has been almost her whole life, ever since the nuclear war.
She planned to escape. Get her and that life support system off the island.
Oh,
That's not keeping you frozen
disgusting.
cryolly.
let me
She should
try
have had
some
like
of that.
her own like little battery power pack. They had to keep going and make sure it doesn't fail when they're
what
transporting
is
her. and
powering that?
shit. Exactly.
And isn't she supposed to be frozen? Because he just slides that down and there's no cold.
Should have
or
been a
anything.
little more frosty.
There should have
That was
definitely
too
been
StarCrafty,
some sort of
high
like,
adventure.
when he opened it, it should have been like, like
been
he's
able to
opening the
just-
seal
and
kind
smoke,
of thing.
like,
yeah, and
coming
like
out
smoke
and-
coming out.
What's he doing?
Oh my god.
What?
Professor's gonna come back to life.
Oh shit! Do you think Professor's still alive? That'd be
He's
awesome.
just sleeping.
Yeah, I think you're right. He does look a little tired.
That's it. That's it.
what?
That's
seems,
it.
That seems very dangerous.
You make me immortal,
That's not how it works.
carrying my seed.
Ugh.
Just don't say that. I want no one to know that.
Oh no! He's gonna ruin it. Can we talk about
Like,
the escape
listen to
sequence? The
What?
rip-off of Escape from New York.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Escape
no.
from New York.
It was great.
How about those blinking mines that you just like, oh shit, man, it's like a driving test.
There's the
Oh
bombs.
no!
They light up too. So
They
you
need
can
the
see 'em.
map so they can tell where they are.
Oh, they do light up.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it's
If they just placed a line of them,
Yeah.
then you could just not get through there.
Right? Lasers. I just want to talk about the lasers in general in this movie. They're so star-crass, like cheesy, like 1960s kind of crap.
Yeah, they looked like it, but I did like that they went to the effort of actually showing the effects that it had.
Yeah,
Like it would
that was
burn a
true.
hole, and then it would show you that it was a smoking
That
burnt
was
hole.
true.
You know what I mean? It added to it at least. Oh, that's
Ah.
lame as shit.
What's that doing?
It's hitting them with laser bolts. You can't pierce the windshield though? Like what?
All right, so
serious?
so AJ, would you recommend 2019 after the fall of New York?
Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Falls apart on third act, has some issues, but I can forgive all that because the quality of production, special effects, and the fact that they just blatantly rip off Escape from New York. I love Escape from New York. So naturally,
Everyone
I'm gonna
loves-
love
yes.
this. You can't love to hate it.
Uh-oh, Euraks.
Of course.
Fucking Euraks, man. Sergio Santiago is the one who made all those. Sergio Santiago is the one who made all those like Wheels of Fire.
Yeah.
Shit.
Striker, Striker, Doom Warriors.
I'm gonna approach this movie in comparison to those movies because I feel like we've watched a lot of those movies.
That's because I'm mean.
But you can even Bruno Mattei you can compare it to as well, the Rat Slanted Terror guy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but that came out after this.
True, but it's more influenced.
No, I agree.
Similar
It's
style.
more. I mean, we're talking about Filipino cinema versus Italian cinema.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna approach it to that because we watched so many of those fucking films. This movie is head and shoulders above those type of movies. It has fantastic sets. It even though it's like these miniature overarching sets, they did a great job with that in like kind of setting up. This is where they are. This is what the landscape is.
Sergio Santiago could make some fucking miniatures.
He didn't.
He doesn't try.
He didn't. Instead, he thought he could just buy a quarry and like get away with it. It didn't work.
Mine is finished. Yours is just beginning.
Oh shit. See
Modeling career.
So the
They're
bad
gonna-
guys were not so bad?
Man,
And that woman who like killed Vincent D'Onofrio is now dead after they bombed her after she killed him? I don't like what was the purpose of that shit?
Exactly.
What the fuck was the purpose of that?
No, that's a great question.
I'm making this comparison to what we watched
Yeah.
before.
All right. Fair enough.
In my recommendations of this film. I recommend this film be watched compared to that crap.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a lot better, even though the character development is completely null and void, and the end of the plot, the cohesion of the plot doesn't really exist, and the end of the film is just kind of like, all right, we gotta wrap this shit up kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's still a much more enjoyable film than most of the stuff we watch.
Absolutely.
I'll say this. We watch a lot of bad movies. A lot of movies have a really cool cover artwork, and this movie has cool cover artwork, and they never live up to the cover artwork, right? This movie
did.
is a surprise in how much it lives up to it. What you want to see out of a
Except
movie
the snake
called
man behind the mask.
There's no
I
Snake
don't know.
Man,
Oh,
but there are
where did
so
that
many
come
cool aspects to this movie that I could sit down and watch this movie by myself and still
Yeah.
be entertained,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is like a testament to this kind of crap.
Yeah.
Because you could not sit down and watch a Sergio H. Santiago movie
Yeah.
by yourself without being extremely bored
Preach it.
and just done.
Absolutely.
This movie is fun. It's not fantastic. It's so close to the level of being an actual movie.
It's close.
Like,
I would almost
that
say
could be rememred.
I almost say this is kind of shit we kind of want to find, and we
Oh,
found.
so
we
good.
finally
No, that was
found.
a good find.
So good.
Good
Good
find.
find.
Good find, AJ.
It's good.
All right. That does it for Fall of New York 2017. My name's Chris.
AJ.
Mark.
We're going to go listen to some Puddle of Mud.
And Aerosmith. Back to back.
He looked like a guy from
cigarette
Cowboy
model.
guy.
Yeah, cigarette model, like dressed as a cowboy.
He's kind of like a Harley Davidson model or something, or like he'd be like a lead singer of some like Aerosmith cover band or something, right?
What? Where did that?
No, doesn't he?
Aerosmith sucks.
I know exactly.
God damn, I fucking hate Aerosmith so
they're
much.
fucking
I've
worst.
never even
They're the worst.
heard of Aerosmith
The
cover bands.
worst.
Are you kidding me? No band covers Aerosmith.
Wouldn't you say- wouldn't you-
Aerosmith doesn't want to cover Aerosmith.
Oh yeah, there are people out there. Trust me. Remember that movie we watched and they all had those Aerosmith tattoos? Come on,
The Sisterhood.
they're out there.
Dream On. It
Yeah.
doesn't sound like an Aerosmith
Oh
song.
yeah, that's probably why
Because
everyone
it
likes
doesn't
it.
sound like Steven Tyler.
I mean, if anything, they should be celebrated for being so shitty and getting so far. Like that in itself is a work of art.
Jaded.
You think maybe they're just like really good businessmen?
God. They did that. What was that song for Armageddon?
Jimmy's got a gun.
Oh, fuck me. That is such a hard
Jaded.
Dude, and then they did that music
And
video.
I'm the one who jaded you.
They did that music video with his daughter and with Alicia Silverstone, and she was like 15 years old, and it's like all super sexualized. What the fuck is wrong with you, Steven
Yeah,
Tyler?
guys, seriously. So like,
Why would you do that?
if you're out there and you're watching this and like Aerosmith is your favorite band, you have to reevaluate your life.
Seriously.
Now, because the general public, I would say, see you in different light than you probably realize, and that's a problem. Like that is a big problem.
That is a major problem.